So I would say becoming a comic book artist is very similar to becoming an author. Like that's a very similar career path. So let me explain. So comic book artists are freelancers. They're free agents to work for any company that they really want to work for, or to pitch to any company that they want their story published at. Some artists, they can do independent publishing, they go that route, but a lot of them go through these different companies. And these different companies, you can either pitch them creator-owned stuff, create your own stories, your own characters, your own plot, or you can do their existing characters or established characters. Like if you were working for DC Comics, you can draw Batman for them, etc. But getting started on this career path is, well, you need a couple of things in order to set yourself up for some success. You need to have a solid portfolio or pitch for a story. If you're wondering what kind of skill set you need, I would just look at the artists that you want to be like and aim for that skill set. Like if you want to draw cartoons, draw cartoons. If you want to draw really realistic muscle men, go for it. And if you're a new artist, the combination of a portfolio, resume, and cover letter is probably what you're going to want to submit a lot of the time. If you're a published artist already or a well-known artist, a lot of the time, you can just show your portfolio because they already know of your work. And then in order to pitch or get your portfolio reviewed by these companies, you have to make those connections. In any part of the arts, entertainment, commercial art, whatever industry, you need to make connections in order to get jobs. That is simply and unfortunately how people get their work these days. Unless, let's say, you have like a mass following online, which most of us don't. And you can make these connections through online, through going to comic shops, comic conventions, book fairs, whatever kind of niche you're trying to get into, go there. I think the top way to network with people is to go to school for it, but I know not everyone can do that. But the main thing to remember is that this is a kind of career where you are building as a self-employed, reputable kind of career, which means that the more things you work on, the more people know about you, and the more likely you're to get hired to do things. And to start out, you really have to put in the work to get that snowball rolling, which again is not really what everyone is willing to do, wanting to do, is able to do even. So that's also why a lot of comic book artists and creators also find work in other fields of art as well. I mean, there are a lot of comic book artists that also storyboard for television and film, and there are a lot of comic book writers that also write for TV. So there's a lot of different ways to make your, way into the comic book industry, but the main thing is that you are creating a snowball effect to build up your career. What you work on, whether it's you publishing it yourself and putting it out on the internet and then working to get other jobs in the meantime, that's how you build it up. Hope this helps and happy